Hola, soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. Okay, today we're going to be looking at masculine and feminine adjectives. So, it's a bit following on from the last video. If you have the Break the Language Barrier book level 1 in front of you, we are looking at page 14 today. So, basically, what is an adjective? Again, it's one of these grammatical words that sort of people think, oh, that's a bit of a scary word. But basically, an adjective is just a describing word. So anything that describes anyone or anything, tall, short, big, small, colours, for example, red, green, yellow, brilliant, awful, fantastic, etc. These are adjectives, and because in Spanish every noun or every naming word, this was explained in an earlier video, is masculine or feminine, this means that the adjectives or the describing words, the words we use to describe them, become masculine or feminine also. So if you have the book there, on page 14, there are some examples. So for example, if we were saying the boy is tall, we would say, el chico es alto, with an O ending. Whereas if we were saying the girl is tall, we would say, la chica es alta. So not only the L changes to la, but the alto changes to alta. But this is not just for people, this is for objects too. So if we were saying the house is red, we would say la casa es roja, because casa is feminine. But if we were saying the car is red, we would say el coche es rojo, because car is masculine. If we have a mixture of masculine and feminine, I think I've mentioned a couple of times, but it's always worth mentioning it again, the masculine takes precedence. So if we were saying, like the example in the book, John and Jane are American, John y Jane son americanos. So it's plural because it's two people, but also because it's a man and a woman, it would stay as masculine, americanos. We would only make it feminine if we were describing two women as being American. Then we would say Americanas. Okay, so basically there were some sentences that you had to translate in that little chapter in Practice A. So we're going to go through those just so that you know you've got the right answers, though the answers are in the back, but it's just handy sometimes to listen to the pronunciation as well. So, numero uno, we have restaurants are very cheap in Spain. So, restaurantes son muy baratos en España. So we need the S because we're talking about restaurants, plural. Número dos, vino es muy caro en Inglaterra. So that's singular, masculine, so it's caro for expensive. Now, number three, the house is big. Big, grande, doesn't change for masculine or feminine. So, although it is la casa, it's still la casa es grande. Peter and Mary are English. We have a man and a woman. Peter y Mary son ingleses. So, if it was two women, it would be inglesas. Then numero cinco, we have Carmen and Maria are Spanish, so they're both women, so Carmen y Maria son españolas. So that would be a feminine description. So they are tall, masculine, son altos, because it does specify here that these are masculine. The car is small, el coche es pequeño, because coche es masculino. The skirt is too small, so la falda es demasiada pequeña. Because falda, skirt, is feminine. The corridor is narrow. Número 10. El pasillo es estrecho. Pasillo es masculino. The kitchen is wide. Número 11. So we've got la cocina. Very important not to say cocina. It's cocina or cocina if you can't do the th. Es ancha. You can use for wide, and it must be feminine because cocina is feminine. Also there you could use amplia. My favorite, número 12, Spanish is easy, español es fácil. Now, fácil doesn't change for masculine or feminine, so that's a nice fácil adjective too. Número 13, you are famous, singular, eres famoso. Now, I'm saying famoso because it doesn't specify there whether it's masculine or feminine, and if feminine isn't specified, you would use the masculine. You could use the tú eres famoso, or just eres famoso. Whereas number 14, número 14, she is famous. We know that's feminine, so that's es famosa. You can use the ella es famosa, but you don't need it because you're saying famosa, so you know that is feminine. We are parents, somos padres. So again, you could use the nosotros, but it's not necessary. Now, parents, like a lot of words in Spanish, father is padre, mother is madre, and then padres is the plural, yeah, parents. And that quite often happens in Spanish. You'll see, for example, you have a brother is hermano, sister is hermana. But when you're saying brothers and sisters, instead of having to say hermanos y hermanas, you just use hermanos. Okay, so quite often in Spanish we use the masculine plural to describe both the masculine and feminine version of a noun. So the same with children, hijos. Hijo is son, hija is daughter, but children in general, tengo 5 hijos, which I don't have, luckily. I have 5 children. You would just use the masculine. And then it is afterwards when you go to actually specify 3 daughters, 2 sons, etc., that you go more into the masculine and feminine. Okay, so I hope that's helped you with the masculine and feminine adjectives. That's quite a short video this time. If there's anything that you would like covered on a video, please let me know. If you would like to buy the Level 1 Break the Language Barrier book, or any of the levels, because there are actually 4 levels going from beginner to advanced, you can buy them on any Amazon site or through the website. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for videos, please let me know. But in the meantime, I'll just keep progressing through the Break the Language Barrier books. If you're finding them useful, please give me the thumbs up. And if you want to keep receiving notifications of new videos coming out, I'm sort of aiming to do 2 or 3 a week to sort of try and get more into some more advanced Spanish. Yeah, subscribe if you want to see those new videos coming up, and I'll see you in the next video. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.